Welcome to the show. My name is Labora Lee, aka Cat. It is me, Labora Lee. Y'all know how I like to keep it gangster with y'all. I can't keep it that gangster with y'all this evening, but um, pray for my family, y'all. We going through some things right now, but I definitely want to dedicate this show. No, not the show. I just want to dedicate love to my grandmother. And I'm gonna get into that in a minute. Um, not too much, but enough. But it is definitely Wet Wednesday, and we got some things to talk about. That's why I'm not dedicating the show to my grandmother, because I know on Wednesdays I talk about racy stuff, and we are still going to talk about the racy things. Um, I'm not going to promise y'all that when I'm going through something, I'm definitely going to be here, because I'm not. I'm not. Um, I love y'all, but my life is my life. And when it comes to my personal life, it's certain things that I'm definitely going to take days off for. But this show is definitely dedicated to my grandmother. No, just my whole being is dedicated to my grandmother, because if my grandmother would have never had my mother, I wouldn't be here. So this dedication is not the show dedication, it's just my dedication to my grandmother. Thank you for being my mom's mom, because if it wasn't for her being born, I wouldn't even be here. So I appreciate you so much, Ma, and I love you. I love you so much. And so, with that being said, I'm going to play this promotion real quick so that I don't get all teary eyed and emotional, because I'm not doing that on this show. I've done that enough. But I love you, Ma. My whole heart. I do. I'm going to play this promo real quick. I'm not gonna say anything, but I will say keep us in your prayers. Keep me and my family in your prayers. I'm not gonna give too much. My grandmother is the reason why I love petticoats. I ain't gonna lie. Like the fluffy dress, the fluffiest dress. My mother bought me fluffy dresses too. She bought me dresses with petticoats, but the fluffiest dress I ever remember having, my grandmother bought. She bought it from Sears. I remember when she bought it, and I love that dress for some strange reason so much. So this is to my grandmother. And if you my friend on Facebook, my real friend on my personal page, you've seen my grandmother come through and drop mad love. So we gonna drop her mad love tonight. We love you, Ma, and you already know what it is. All right, I'm gonna keep it moving tonight. I had some things to talk about tonight, and that's why the content has nothing to do with my grandmother. I just wanted to speak on her because she's the only grandmother for my whole full entire life I've known. That's my mother's mom. She's been my grandmother since I can remember. Like she's been in my presence since I can remember. She's never not been in my presence. Even through all the turmoil and through all the chaos, she has been a part of my world. I could ask her to scratch my head and she would. I could ask her to make me some fried okra and she would. Like my grandmother, I love her. So shout out to Ma, I love you. And I paid attention to all of the I know you couldn't type, but I saw you. I did, and I appreciate you so much. So that's that. We're gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna play a video so I can get myself together real quick. Um I'm gonna play this one because I feel like it's truly fitting before I get into all my ratchet and gutter music. Shout out to my grandmother, man. It's different. It's so different. But I'm gonna play this song. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my situation together. But I am gonna play this song. And I'm gonna play this song because it's a positive up note. So I'm going to start the show with that. And I'm going to get myself together. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about some things tonight. Hold on. I got to find it. Oh, no. Is it too... No. Hold on, y'all. I got to find... Oh, I found it. So we're going to play this video by Truly Him. And I think considering all things considering, I think this is the most positive song that I have. And I got Crystal song too, but this is the most befitting song that I have in my roster to play. So shout out to Truly Him, young man out of DC, dope ass music. This is not the only song I have for him, but this is the video that I have for him. This song is called Smile Like Me, and I love this song. Shout out to DC. Let's go.
Tell me how you came up with the song.
Really, I was thinking of something positive, so I was like, I need something with no cursing, no nothing. So Smile Like Me, it really related. I can still tell my struggle and feel that energy that I have coming from Southeast and really portray where I come from, some of that aggression, but transform it into something positive.
Smile like me, yeah. When I knew my daughter was my child, I committed. Reality kicked in, I changed the way I was living. Euro step into the basket lane, it was my game plan. Now I think before I move, I'm standing strong on my pivot. Swear the streets can get addicted, it's no lie that I'm missing. But I won't let something that's so uncertain mess up my mission. Moving smart, it's like you painting with the brush, I'm like Vanguard. I'm moving like Rashid in this 04, I'm a Piskin. It really hurt my soul, I had to cut off some good men. But a better way of living lasts you longer than good friends. So many went to jail when they thought they could maintain. Got released and now they trying to figure out what a hood win. Oh, you
Oh, yo, hold on. We gonna run that.
Tell me how you came up with the song.
Really, I was thinking of something positive, so I was like, I need something with no cursing, no nothing. So Smile Like Me, it really related. I can still tell my struggle and feel that energy that I have coming from Southeast and really portray where I come from, some of that aggression, but transform it into something positive.
Smile like me, yeah. When I knew my daughter was my child, I committed. Reality kicked in, I changed the way I was living. Euro step into the basket lane, it was my game plan. Now I think before I move, I'm standing strong on my pivot. Swear the streets can get addicted, it's no lie that I'm missing. But I won't let something that's so uncertain mess up my mission. Moving smart, it's like you painting with the brush, I'm like Vanguard. I'm moving like Rashid in this 04, I'm a Piskin. It really hurt my soul, I had to cut off some good men. But a better way of living lasts you longer than good friends. So many went to jail when they thought they could maintain. Got released and now they trying to figure out what a hood win. Oh, you a big stepper, better make sure you step right. My foot is size 12, so I win in that contest. The creator got a hold on my mind, it ain't gone yet. Why I lost so many brothers, I don't know, but I'm upset. I feel so down these days. All my sins gotta wash away me. You were born on when it's no mistake. So smile like me, smile like me. I feel so down these days. All my sins, let them wash away me. You were born when it's no mistake. So smile like me, smile like me. I'm pushing positivity. At first it was so hard to be, cause selling drugs and hitting licks was such a major part of me. Before we had these STEMI checks, we had walk downs and robberies. My men would paint the city red and y'all had a art degree. But then my talent grew, so I pushed through and challenged modesty. And I make sure that I stay sucker free like I got diabetes. Everybody that ignore me, it's okay cause I ain't need them. Soon as COVID up, I'll make my fans fill up some coliseums. What's your mind on? Tell me, is your mind strong? If you hustle backwards, I'ma show you how you grind wrong. Straight up off the benches, guaranteed I'll get my shine on. Shooting passing three, it's like I'm in a different time zone. Shooting with a blindfold, come and get your mind blown. I'm like animals that you won't see no more like dinos. I'm from where people drop you off, you need a ride home. But I've been here so long, I could maneuver with my eyes closed. It's been days when I would dance as soon as food hit my stomach. I've been homeless, sleeping on the ground, I never saw it coming. Every day I'm feeling blessed, I thank you God for this progression. If you really wanna know, that's how I did it, how I does it. And I'm buzzing, game is over soon as they release my cousin. And for all you fatties, I got something in the oven. I'm like Snoop and Martha in the kitchen, you gon' love it. Everyone's supporting me, I make sure that we grab it. I'ma make this picture last forever, bring a camera. Donna in the sky, I know she looking at her grandson. Life is such a fight, somehow I came out looking handsome. Every move I make, I think about it, it ain't random. When I die, it's my priority to leave a fortune. My daughter and my siblings, they gon' get the largest portions. My brother and my sister gon' remember what I taught them. I'm so grateful that I can support them. I feel so down these days. All my sins gotta wash away. Me, you were born when it's no mistake. So smile like me, smile like me. I feel so down these days. All my sins let them wash away. Me, you were born when it's no mistake. So smile like me, smile like me. I've been working hard, but it's really not easy. It felt like a job trying to get away these days. MJ fourth quarter and we down 3. I got a lot of people out here breaking on me. So I got a lot of people out here breaking on me.
I had to play that video. I had to play that video because I only want positive vibes when it comes to my grandmother. Listen, the one thing that I want us all to understand, none of us are perfect. We all fuck up in some kind of way. And even with our kids, we fuck up some kind of way because we don't have it all the way figured out. And usually they don't have it figured out until the grandchildren. Oh, and I love him. I love him. Anyway, we don't always have everything figured out. And I think that's the one thing that I want to take from what we deal with as families is that we don't always have it figured out. We can never all the way have it figured out. I'm quite sure, and I try to be better to my daughter than my grandmother was to my mother, and then what my mother was to me, because that is that's the end goal. The end goal is to make sure that we are better parents to our children than our parents could have been. And my mother was dope she took care of me. I'm not going to play with her like that. Like, my mother took care of me, and my grandmother did the best she could do with being a mother of 12 living children and the mother of 13 children. And we not judging nobody over here, but this show is not dedicated to my grandmother. This show is dedicated to being parents in general. This show is dedicated to positive vibes only. And this show is definitely dedicated to breaking the cycle. I want to break the cycle for my daughter. I don't want to be what my mother was. And my mother was a dope mom. Let's not ever get that twisted. Like, I lived better than a lot of kids. I mean, she was young when she had me, though. My mother is 19 years older than me. So I give that to her. She didn't know how to handle it. And my grandmother started having children at 14, so she didn't know how to handle it. But I am definitely trying to break the cycle. I want us to do everything about parenting different, because that's how they see how we do our children. The reason why they believe that we don't love our children is because of how they taught us. So I move differently with my daughter. I move in love with my daughter, and I don't feel no kind of way about moving in love with my daughter. I tell her I love her every freaking day. I do. I give her a hug when she goes, before she goes into the school building. I give her a hug. When she comes out of the school building, I give her big hugs and greetings, because I just want to break the cycle. We don't have to keep that going because they said that we have to keep that. I'm not doing that no more, y'all. Like, I'm moving differently. So, yeah, I'm not dedicating the show. I'm just dedicating my love to my grandmother. I love you, Ma. Thank you for being the only grandmother that I really, truly knew since I was born. And to this point, listen, Lolly was a hell of a grandmother. She was dope as fuck. She taught me my gangster. But Ma, and that's what we call her in our family, Ma taught me how to keep it together. Even though it's not 100% perfect. And I only have 5 children. I'm going to count the 5. I have 1 biological child. I have 3 stepsons. And I have a step granddaughter. That's 5. And then on her father's side, because I'm never going to count those babies out either. Because once I start loving you, I love you. I just was what it is. And I love you. I love you. So I'm not going to count my oldest son. No, because if I count the 5, then Jordan would be Big Jordan would be my son, my oldest son. But then I had one underneath of there, and Raekwon is never left out of there. That is my daughter's oldest brother. She has 2 brothers underneath of that, but the oldest brother, and that's the brother I know. Like, my babies are my babies. I don't have to have you biologically for you to be my babies. And that's period. If I love your father, if I ever loved your father, I'm going to love you. And I'm going to love you to my dying day, because that's how I rock out. And I don't care what anybody says. Like, if I've ever encountered you in any point in life, I'm going to rock out. You my baby. And it get weird because we're parents. And it's fucked up that it gets that way. But if I ever loved you, if I ever met you, if we ever encountered each other, if I ever showed you my love, I'm gonna love you for a lifetime. My love don't move like that. And that's just what it is. So that's the first top of what time is it? It's 9:46. We still got more show to go. But that's the first portion of the show. I just wanted to show my grandmother love, because my grandmother and my mother, to be honest, without them 2 people, I wouldn't be here. And I think it's the same for my daughter, no matter what we go through. I think it's the same thing for my daughter and her grandmother, which is my mommy, and myself. We don't make it without y'all. It's a tribe. It's a tribal living, and I love tribal living. We gonna go through our stuff. But no matter what we go through, what you can guarantee on me is, if you're my mommy, my sister, my daughter, my dad, like my man, like I'm going to take care of my stepchildren. I'm going to take care of y'all for my lifetime. As long as I'm here, y'all good. Like, and I'm not saying I'm the richest woman, but I'm going to work hard to make sure everybody is good. So that's what it is. And that Smile Like Me song, truly him, he the shit. And everybody interviewing him right now, but I did it. I handled that, and it was a good interview, and he's been on the show twice. So shout out to truly him. Now, we're going to get to some salacious. I'm going to wait until 10. I'm going to play another video. We're going to get to a salacious video tonight. I think I should play East Coastin', because still, I don't care what Bomb say. I don't care what Funky Av says. This is still a classic ass song. So I'm going to play this because I love this song. And I always love the song, and it's a dope ass song. So we're going to play East Coastin'. I love it. I love the build up. I love everything about the song. So we're going to play it. Let's go.
I keep something nice on the wrist, something slick on my feet. Got nothing for but keep something new on the street. Hustling this music, got my paper kinda deep. I grind, no sleep. Y'all know me, stay hungry like I don't eat. Street. But boy, I got a mind on me. I'ma be getting money till the Guinness Book honor me. Honestly, I can see that I'm the beast the game's been waiting on, like I'm the guest of honor. See, sorry for the wait, my apologies. Haters can swallow these. Getting money off these streets feel like Monopoly. My empire the best at grinding, I'm just a prodigy. Salute to the go-getters that make dreams reality. Boys try and follow me, probably try and body me. Hating cause my team eats till I hit him with the pogo stick. This bitch just keep jumping, no. But me and my gon' keep coming. Call me welder, all I work with heavy metal. Little fella, that'll burst quick, foot on the Chevy pedal. Came up amongst crooks and plenty devils that'll leave your life took over a petty bezel. This is the moment when you realize that we going. That's why we got the streets open. Every speech potent. every beat smoking. Don't mind me roasting. I'm just East Coasting. Yeah, I'm just East Coast bag, my G. Yeah, on my East Coast thing. That boy wrong, I got the streets open. Don't mind me roasting. I'm just East Coast. City street walker, corner stander, alley pitcher, trips to connects in Atlanta. Hander, 2-to-1 cut handler, strainer holder, pot over the flame floater, baking soda, couple drops of water, coke floater, cigarello roller, hitting la like mellow hola. I'm getting above myself from solar, tortoise screaming slower, big money chaser, hater lover, stacker, paper hotter like I made the buck up, packer, hold the yeah in case they run up, back up, cross the line I leave you shape up. Known hustler, play the block like a linebacker, island hopper, time traveler, the future of the word GOAT, I'm that, bruh. These rappers, all illusion, abracadabra.
This is the moment when you realize that we going. That's why we got the streets open, every speech poking, every beat smoking. Don't mind me roasting, I'm just East Coasting. Yeah, I'm just East Coasting. Yeah. On my East Coast station, that boy bomb, I got the streets open. Don't mind me roasting, I'm just East Coast.
I call shots like I got them on speed dial. Chase money till I'm laying on green piles. The streets wild, but the streets proud. Watch real eat now. Meanwhile, we open up shop in this rap is HMS. Go round, get your back split. You ain't a better act it. Believe my act spit accurate, and that's it. Got round the globe, down the go. Leave a somewhere drown the float. Big money chasing like my Gordo. I'm a Baltimore street king, call me Marlo. Helping in the alley and I'm taking all dough. Streets miss the real, yeah, so they found me like Waldo. Really acting hard though? No time though, I'm concentrating on dough.
This is the moment when you realize that we going. That's why we got the streets with you clowns, man. Every speech poking, every beat smoking. Don't mind me roasting, I'm just East Coasting. Yeah, I'm just East Coasting. Yeah, on my East Coast thing. That boy bomb, I got the streets open. Don't mind me roasting, I'm just East Coasting.
Yes. I'm back. I'm in a different kind of mood today, y'all. But I'm gonna do the best of my ability to do what I have to do. But it's weird times. And I don't like the weird times. But that was East Coasting by Bomb. That boy Bomb. I like his music. I love his music, to be honest. I love the intensity that he brings, and I love how raw and gutter that he brings y'all to the Baltimore City streets. So yeah. All right. So I got some things to talk to y'all about tonight. Tonight's conversation was planned days ago before all of the family situations, but I wanted to talk to y'all about, why I talk to y'all about masturbation and toys and stuff. It's because I want y'all to be up to date. But I have something to talk about tonight, and that is what masturbation was like in 1925. I want y'all to understand. That's why the content was not dedicated to my grandmother. Hold on. I want y'all to understand how serious it was for the masturbation game. Hold on, let me get my phone right. In 1925. I've been looking at the photos. I've been studying. And there's a few situations I'm going to read to y'all about. But they don't sound comfortable. And I don't want y'all to be comfortable with the conversation that I'm about to have with y'all. You should not be comfortable because we are spoiled when it comes to the toy game. And I got something to talk you up. I'm going to talk about that next. But let's just say in 1925, it was not comfortable. Masturbation for the female origin was not comfortable. It wasn't. So I'm going to give y'all what it looked like in 1925. So they had, I'm going to show you, but I'm not really going to show you because I don't want to get in trouble. So in 1925, this was our fucking vibrator, dude. Look at it. It don't look comfortable, does it? All right, let's get back to it. Listen, you know, mama is always on the humble looking for our history, our present, and our future. And the history on vibrators were ugly. So in 1925, they had this situation called Polar Club Electronic Vibrator. Now, how they marketed it, it was not a sexual connotation. It was something that massaged your back and all of that good stuff, right? So I'm gonna give y'all what it looked like in 1925. A thin, fragile slip of paper serves as the original receipt, dated for June 15th, 1925. The amount was $2.95. And I will start referencing how much today's money that would have been equivalent to, but not tonight. I love this. This was a review. I love this vibrator with every fiber of my being, just thinking about how extremely not alive I was at the time. It at the time is exciting to me. That was a review. I showed y'all what it looked like real quick. I did. So let's keep reading. And of course, I'm going to have an orgasm with this thing. An orgasm that transcends time. That's what all of this is about. So somebody actually used that in today's time. And of course, I'm going, okay, so I read it already. Using an antique vibrator is an sensory adventure. When I open the Polar Club Cub box, I'm greeted by a stale, intoxicating musk aroma. So they made sure that they put something on it to make it smell good. It was not meant to be a vaginal vibrator, but of course, us as ladies, we find a way to make it work for us. Like, listen, I have a vibrator in here in my house right now that is not a vibrator, it's a massager. But if I need to make it happen. Okay. So the Polar Cub electronic vibrator can be plugged into a light bulb socket and draped with dental dam over my vulva. The white cup attachment wouldn't stay on the vibe, so I used a flat black one instead. Then I slowly pleasured myself, and now it's my vibrator. That was back in 1925. Listen, this masturbation thing for females is not new. It's not new. Hold on, let me get back to what I was reading. It's not new. It's just y'all think it was new. But that was in 1925. Accordingly, I masturbated to the oldest porn I could ever get my grubby hands on a compilation of lesbian shorts from 1920 to 1960s. Lesbians are not new either. No, listen, the LGBT, like the ABC crowd is not new. They've been here, and y'all playing like y'all don't know that they've been here. Some films were accompanied by an upbeat score. Others by nothing more than incredibly arousing, rattling sound of film. I watched such wholesome moments as naked women throwing a ball back and forth, and a woman rowing a boat with the camera pointed scandalously up her skirt. Lots of coyness, jaunty hats, and glorious bushes. You know what the glorious bushes. This is in 1925. This is how they were talking in 1925. But what I'm telling you is that it's a reason why prostitution is the oldest industry in the game. So they have this one joint, it's called Oyster Misogynist, and it came out in 1966. It does not look comfortable, in my opinion. I don't even feel like if back in 1966 I wanted to use that on me, but it might have felt good. I don't know, but let's get into it. If the Polar Cub electric vibrator was a product of its time, the Oyster Misogynist, yes, the Oyster model 237/02 is unabashedly from the 1960s, shaped like a bar of gold or a tiny toaster. The misogynist attaches to the back of your hand with a series of mental straps accommodated by a cushy layer of foam. This is how they made our vibrators back then, to protect your precious knuckles. Fuck your clitoris. They was just worried about the knuckles. On the box, the flapper has evolved into a confided bra sporting babe. So there was a girl who was sporting a bra, and she made it look good. Its tagline, for the feeling of well-being. For the feeling of well-being. I might have rocked with it, because you gotta be. It produced a grinding noise as it withered, and I immediately caught wind of a sharp and warm mechanical smell. Cause it's cooking your pussy. All right, so now that I'm gonna get past all of that, I want to be the fabulous and hot. That's a dildo on the far right, by the way. So they had dildos back in the day. But something about this massager did it for the ladies. Again, I'm very sensitive about my vagina and my vulva. And yeah. So it's a little ugly. So in the 1950s, Vanguard Vibro massager. And this is how they used to disguise adult novelty items. So this joint was called Vanguard Vibro massager. I'm going to show this to y'all. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick. No, I can't, but I'm getting ready to show y'all what it looked like real quick. So that's what it looked like. You see it? That's what it looked like. Again, and I got other pictures of what the vibrators of yesterday used to look like. This was the Oyster Misogynist. All right, so let me make sure I got it. Oh no, where'd it go? Okay, so y'all can see that too. That was the second one I talked about. It does not look delectable on my vagina. It doesn't. But this is the second one. And it looks a little bit more delectable, but not really, right? So what that tells you is that when y'all avoid us, this is what we do. Well, this is what real ladies do. But this was the second. This is the this was the Vanguard Vibro massager. And even that scares me how it looks. So I hope y'all see it. So that's what it looked like. And it had little things that attachments that came with it. And I noticed a very familiar toy from 1960s. It's in the museum right now. The toys of yesterday were so weird. So I'm going to give y'all some advice in a second, but I just wanted to talk about so that y'all understand how spoiled we are right now. We are spoiled as fuck. I'm gonna play one of these videos right here because I never really get a chance to play them because I run out of time. But I'm gonna play them real quick. Hold on. Let me get my mouse together. But I don't really get that. I'm gonna do this. This video is it's by Jamel Falcone. It's called Servant. Let me play that real quick.
Track money, in the trap, I'm serving. Everybody I'm serving. In and out the late swerving. Track money, in the trap, I'm serving. Everybody I'm serving. In and out the late swerving. Flip money. Felt count known to get money. Never seen none of y'all with money. None of y'all lame take from me. I keep on serving, I sell it or want it, I got it, I go get the prize. They keep on hating, I swear they keep hating. I'm trapping, my hustle can't stop. Your baby mama about to go and bag her. After that, go and put the bags up. Hit her from the front, hit her from the back, hit her from the side, then I gotta hit her with the leg up. I keep on shining while they keep on hating on IG, they watch me, they bro. It ain't my fault that you fell off a while back, you washed up no soap. Track money, in the trap, I'm serving. Everybody I'm serving. In and out the late swerving. Track money, in the trap, I'm serving. Everybody I'm serving. In and out the late swerving. I pull in the trap and I hop out. Every time I hop out, it's a long line. Everything you see, everything to move, all the money round here, don't touch cause it's all mine. Falcone with the team and we all grind. I split the money with fam, I get the bands. I stack the bands up on bands, I sell grams and I post for the gram. I am a blessing, you know your man is a peasant. He is the pass, I'm the present. I walk in any store and I just cop the whole section. Get this and get that and I exit flexing. Money in the track, money in the bag, money in the mattress. Got the money stack, money coming in. Money in the shoebox, money on the block, money on the drip. Big clips, they gon' run it in. Track money, in the track, I'm serving. Everybody I'm serving. In and out the late swerving. Track money, in the track, I'm serving. Everybody I'm serving. In and out the late swerving. Trapping.
I'm back. And that was called Serving by Jamel Falcone. When it comes to this show, I'm going to show all the love I can. I'm sorry, I'm scratching my head. Let me get it straight. But the point is, I'm going to show love to those who show love to me. So far we played Bomb, we put a promo from Crystal, we played Jamel Falcone, and we have many videos from him as well. I just haven't played them all because I gotta find time to play everybody in this podcast. So it is. So let's move on to our next subject. And our next subject of tonight is how to buy sustainable sex toys. I can't listen, I'm working on me and mine. You know what I'm saying? I want us to be my goals for my relationship that I have right now, and we've been together for a minute now, a long minute. But I ever want us to get on a dry standpoint, and I want it to be fun and flirty forever. I do. I want us to be enjoying our physical state of being, our mentally, he got me trapped. But physically, no, he got me trapped on the physical top too. But I don't want to be trapped in one state of being. So I love that about him. But I'm going to teach y'all tonight how to buy sustainable sex toys. I got some things to talk about. So, let's talk about how to fix toys or recycle them. Now, you could be the type of person. Now, I've totally broken a toy, like the cord. I've broken a toy before, but I wasn't using, in all fairness, I wasn't using it on myself. It's just, I took it apart wrong, right? I'm sorry. Seasonal allergies. The best thing you can do is to the defunct the landfill. You can replace them. No company claims or recycles sex toys, but they many give details on how exactly they do it and in what way they do it responsibly. So I'll just say when it comes to refurbishing whatever toys you got, make sure they clean. They sell cleaner for that. It's specifically if you use your toys on other people. I don't, to be honest, like it's a lot of things I could say that I would do with my man. And there are a lot of things I could say that I would do with my man, but the one thing that I don't play about is using other people's toys. I would prefer to use my own toys, to be honest, because they're my toys and then the only person that I use them with. I don't like using other people's toys because you don't know where other people put their toys at. And to be honest, that's not just it's not a gay thing. It's not a bisexual thing. It's a cleanly thing. When it comes to dealing with people who have been with other partners, I don't really trust people like that. And I don't think that I trust anybody to play with my life like that. And although I love my dude, I love him so much, I'm not even trusting him with my life. Like, I can't trust anybody with my life because my life is very important. My life is more important than me. My life is important to make sure that I'm here for my daughter. So yeah, I don't. It's okay to use condoms on sex toys. I've done it many times over. I will strap a condom onto any toy that I got. I don't feel no kind of way, but because you know what I mean? Like, it's just extra protection. And I don't use my toys on anybody but myself. But even with myself, I still use condoms sometimes. Lubricant. Lubricant is key. You can fuck up somebody's whole system by just being selfish and thinking that lubricant has anything to do with you. It's not about you, boo. It's about the other person. Sometimes, and if you're not doing the things to lubricate the situation, lubricant is necessary so that you don't have to do it. Buy lube, KY jelly. You can go to CVS and get that, Rite Aid and get that, Walgreens and get that. But I say go to the sex toy shop, any sex toy shop, period. Because there's some things in there that you can find that you can't find in CVS, that you can't find in Rite Aid, and that you cannot find in Walgreens. Lubricant is everything. Yeah, lubricant is everything. Things to consider when buying a sex toy. Greener sex toys are an option. Recyclables is always something, but it makes everybody scared because that means if it's recycled, it's been used before. So I get that part. Buy a sex toy that lasts, that you can keep using time and time again. I personally use sex toys when I can't have none of my baby. I'm gonna be honest. That's really only the one time that I use toys. Is if it's not that he's not giving me penis, but if he's not available because he's a busy man and he can't give me penis, I'm not going to get it nowhere else. I'm getting it where I've been getting it at. And if I can't get it from him, guess what? Mama is not opposed to buying a toy and satisfying herself. Listen, that's the problem with half of you bitches. Y'all be scared to pleasure yourself. I'm not, because I was pleasuring myself before I got with him. Listen, I went a whole year and I had motherfuckers on the movement. I went a whole year without having a man, a boyfriend, and I ain't gonna lie like I didn't have sex with my significant other that I have right now. But it was a gradual process. He was not in the picture for a minute. And I love him and I don't want to do him like that. But I held out for a minute before I gave him some pussy. And he'll tell you that. Like, it was weird. Our whole situation was weird, but it's the best situation of my life. And I'm glad I held out. And I'm glad he's the one. I am. But ain't no rush. You don't have to get dick right away. Take your time with it. But if you are gonna do what I did, which is take a break from dudes, period, and you're gonna focus on masturbating, which is what I did. I did that for a year. And then he was there. But it was far and few between. We wasn't fucking like that every day. But I knew that was the penis I needed. It was the best penis I ever. Like, I'm grateful. But in that time frame, there's no other dudes. I was having sex with him. To be honest, I was having sex with him to make sure that my needs were filled. It wasn't really about him. And he knows that. And I don't lie to him. I would never lie to him. But really, that's what it was. So after we got to where we got, after we did it the first time, I knew like it's not gonna be a one-time situation. And it wasn't, and I'm still here. I'm gonna take my earrings off while you talk. But the one thing that I've always done is made sure that I bought a sex toy that I could keep using. Because it's not always about having a sexual physical partner. Sometimes you could do it for yourself. And so that was very important to me. I'm not gonna be out here hoeing it up. I'm going to do my thing, and when I get dick is when I get dick, and I got some good dick, so I'm good. I got some good dick, so I'm good, but it's always room for improvement. But the improvement is not what you think. All right. How to help shape the world's finest standard of sex toys. Just get involved, yo. Get involved. You can get a number where you can put your so it's the Voluntary Draft International Standard. The International Organization of Standardization. These are the communities that you can contact about improving our toys. Yeah, they got timelines and they got guidelines. I'm not going to do that on the show tonight, but you could do that. It's a lot of things that sexually, without having crazy numbers of partners, we could do. Like, I'm not with that right now, to be honest. In my world that I live in, I don't want multiple partners. I just want the one partner that I have. That's the only partner that I need at this point. I don't need nothing else. At the same time, I understood what I looked like in my teens and 20s. And it was wild. So I can't judge anybody. But what I will say is eventually you're going to get tired of that bullshit. You're going to get tired of living that life. You don't know it yet, but you will eventually, like the street life. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I had hustlers, and half of the niggas that I was involved with back in the day that was hustlers, I don't even like them niggas to this day. I promise you they could never walk on my red carpet. I promise you they could never. But in my younger years, I was a force to be reckoned with. I've done a lot of things, and I won't talk about them on this podcast. But what I will say is, as far as my street life and love is concerned, I love hood dudes, and we will get into that on. We're gonna get into that. That's part of the Baltimore love story. It really is. So we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna pre-record and then I'm gonna share it. The one that's coming out right now is tomorrow night. And that gave you a synopsis of where I started. There are so many stories that I have to tell that I haven't told yet. So just get ready and be ready. But what I will say is I've dealt with me personally, and I'm going to keep it a buck, and I'm going to tell some of these stories. I might change a name or two, but I'm going to tell some of these stories in the Baltimore love story. I've loved a lot of hood dudes. I loved a lot of street dudes. I did. And genuinely, I think they loved me. They just wasn't ready to love me in the way that I needed to be loved. And that's okay. It's all right. It's all right to say that. Say that. What I respect more is your honesty than your lies. I hate a liar, yo. I swear, because I don't lie to nobody. What I do is what I do. Y'all see how my cleavage keep popping up. What I do is what I do. So it is what it is. So we can ready to play this video real quick. I want to play this other joint. It don't have a video, but it has a song. So we're going to listen to it real quick. Listen. Listen.
J Supreme.
Put your motherfucking hands up, bitch. She got blinded by the VVs. Only call me when she horny and she need me. New chain on my neck cost 10 G's. Sexination when the bed she's Fendi. Twin straps on my belt hold my pants up. Both bad bitches T and Tamara. Me cannon on my jogger gotta stare on. Retribution taste sweet on the camera. Silly rabbit don't fall in love with a thug. Love to hit it from the back when she got in the plug. Smile shiny cause bitch I got in the slugs. Told the sucker with a slugs in diamond buzz. Thick bar skin bitch from the nose. Butterfly tattoo on the shoulder. Spin the bag just to see it bust it open. Love to see it walk away but hate to see it going.
Got a nigga spinning, it's that fucking lean that I'm drinking. Or that Henny, I'm like, what the fuck that nigga think? Swimming at her ocean, I'm like, damn, why the fuck I'm drowning? That nigga it, why the fuck that nigga still calling? Took his arm off, called him Georgie, now that nigga on me. I know them niggas saw me ballin', niggas call me Hardy. Thought he got a fatty, I'm like, yeah, see he at the party. Okay, still tripping on a nigga, I don't drop a card. Use the paint, put that nigga up, call me Jeff Hardy. You got a set, I got some meat, but this not fucking Hardy. I'm like, what? I'm like, huh? Call me Playboy Cardi.
Yes, NC. Yes, North Carolina. And because I'm talking about my grandmother first, it's only befitting. Yes, North Carolina, bring it through. That gave me the vibes it gave me was kind of sort of on the low. New Orleans, Baltimore, Jersey. It gave me a lot of mixtures, but North Carolina popping. Cheers to you. Let's go. Yo, I'm acting like I'm in a good mood. I'm really not, though. So don't say nothing crazy because it might change into something different. I'm dealing with some things, and I'm not going to talk about my personal things, but I'm dealing with some things, and so it's a trigger. So don't say nothing crazy. But yeah, that is Immortal Pova. That is another song that I haven't played, but I'm gonna play that song more because it get me pumped. It be having me in here like, yes, bitch, I don't be twerking, but I'm gonna twerk today. Yes. Immortal Pova. Shout out to NC, North Carolina. I love you, babies. My original birthplace. So let's go. So let's get back into that bullshit. Yeah, I got some more things to talk about. I ain't done. And we got time. Oh, we don't got that much time. Let me just say that, ladies, the vibrators of yesterday are not the vibrate. We are so spoiled. We are so spoiled because we can pleasure ourselves with ease right now. And it didn't used to be that. We had some very, very hard vibrators back in the day, and it's just ugly, and I don't like it. And I'm gonna play another video tonight. Did I play? I played I played Bomb. I didn't play no Dirt Platoon. I played Truly Him. I didn't play King Knox tonight. I've got some shit for y'all. Yo, it's so many videos that I have in my Rolodex and I've had permission to play. It's just hard to keep up with what I did. But we did Immortal Pova. We did a video. I believe we did a video by Bomb, and I think we didn't do this one. Let's do Prophet and Peter Guns. Look out for the people you know. Nope, I'm not going to do like that. Let me introduce it properly. Prophet and Corey Guns. Corey Guns is Peter Guns' son, which is why I mixed it up. But Corey deserves his own recognition. So Prophet and Corey Guns. I ain't gonna finish playing it until I introduce it properly. Now we gonna play it.
I've been counting money, man, and up trying to get this paper. I'm not gonna take it from you. I don't give a fuck about you, always keep it 100. Ain't no cash from counting these hundreds. You can try your luck if you want it, but we don't really think that you want it.
Some clowns smile in your face when they plot. 3-point blank almost got my big kill when they shot. How they do that? Them blue like cameras is watching. Quick the rat on you, turn it back on you, no problem. How they do that? Paying them if they try and take off the top. How they do that? And next thing you know, they hanging out with the ops. How they do that? Around my city, you hearing so many shots. How they do that? Some might have not deserved it, some maybe not. How they do that? Still sad little Herbie got killed in Allentown. On the same streets my whole life, been up and riding round. They fake friends trying to hit on your baby mama down. They want the claim of your family, mask up and rob you now. They try to throw dirt on your name, they be sabotaging. Say they riding, got your back, but they camouflaging. And you know I keep it 50 times 2. Hate all you want her, that's your favorite to do. But how they do that?
I've been counting money, man, and up trying to get this paper. I'm not gonna take it from you. I don't give a fuck about you, always keep it 100. Never catch from counting these hundreds. You can try your luck if you want it, but we don't really think that you want it.
Niggas be sucking dick on the bitches. All I hear out their mouth is malicious. Get the bread, leave a nigga for dead. You ain't help them, now they helping the feds. Niggas tell on their own firm. I thank God I ain't never learned. Nigga, I run up on you with the blick. Hey, your whole block looking at the clip. Gave me all of the smoke and this drink. You niggas fishing, I blow up the tank. Hunting for digits, the soul in my bank. Fuck all you bitches, the Lord who I thank. Throwing subliminals, not in my field. I'ma do business and fuck how you feel. From the murder lane, call it body mark. To the South Bronx, 174.
I've been counting money, man, and up trying to get this paper. I'm not gonna take it from you. I don't give a fuck about you, always keep it 100. Ain't no cash from counting these hundreds. You can try your luck if you want it, but we don't really think that you want it.
How they do that? 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 How they do that?
I'm back. How fortunate am I to be able to play that video? First of all, a lot of celeb cameos in that video. We had the Locks, we had Saigon. We ain't gonna play like we ain't see him. And we had Saigon, we had the Locks, Corey Guns, of course, because that's half his song. We had a lot of big names in that video. And then if you are from Baltimore, there's a lot of Baltimore big names in that video. We had that girl Keish. We had a lot. I can't, because I'm not going to do that to y'all tonight. And I have to give my love because we almost done. I'm sorry, y'all. I have a lot more. That's why I keep adding shows. I keep adding days to the shows because I want to make sure that we get everything into the show as we can. And Wet Wednesday, I kind of freestyle, but hold on, let me get us right. I kind of freestyle on Wet Wednesdays, but let me show my love real quick. You already know we are at 904 streams. I ain't even refresh it. I don't even care at this point. He told me I would stop counting, and he was right. I do be stop counting. But we are in 20 cities, 20 countries. So let me shout out my countries, and then I will give the top cities of tonight. And then that's how we're going to do that. And then we're going to keep it moving. And we're going to get out of here because we are peak for time. Countries: the United States, France, Germany, India, Netherlands, South Africa, United Kingdom, Spain, Philippines, Belgium, Australia, Mexico, Mauritius, Israel, Brazil, Canada, Japan, Hong Kong, Ireland, and last but not least, because we got our mantras, Nepal. Yeah, we love Nepal. We got a different kind of love for Nepal. Let me say this. I see you, San Jose. I see y'all coming back through, but Baltimore giving y'all a run for y'all money. I don't even know what's going on right now, but let's just say San Jose is 21% of my listening audience. Baltimore is 20%. France, you are 9. Spring Valley, you are 8. Spring Valley, Nevada, that is, you are 8. Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, 4%. I'm only doing percentage, not numbers, but it's good numbers. Washington, Virginia, 3%. Frankfurt, 1%. North Las Vegas, 1%. And y'all got caught slipping. Northern Shores, Michigan. I don't know where y'all came from, but y'all came. I see y'all. Yeah, 1% in Ashburn, Virginia. My list changes up every day, but you know how you get on the top of my shout out list. We are in 171 cities. You just got to come through and show love. Share the podcast. Like the podcast. Let me put this up real quick. And I'm about to get off of here. Share, like, and subscribe. That's all you got to do. And the more you do that, the more I shout out your cities. It's just what it is. I show loyalty to those that show loyalty to me. But now it's time for me to go. So I'm going to play this. Listen, tune in. Media Monday, Wet Wednesdays, Fire Friday, and then on Thursday or Tuesday, we will be doing a Baltimore love story. It depends on how they let me work it. But it's 4 segments of the show. Tune in. 5 really if you count the smoke break. But we haven't had a smoke break in a minute. But we doing what we do over here. And I love you guys. I love my listening audience. I love my viewing audience. I love you all. So keep tuning in and keep showing your appreciation and your love. And I love you guys so much. And with that being said, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to cut it short. I need to run back the theme song because the top of the theme song is my favorite and I had my input. So let's go.